Buongiorno everybody and welcome to Class 4 Yoga with Vicky. I hope you've all had a good week. So today we're going to be focusing on actually we're going to be doing a lot of abs, a lot of work around the stomach area. With anxiety and fear, a lot of that comes from the gut when you feel really rotten or worried or scared. It's that gut feeling, isn't it? Those butterflies in the stomach. So we're going to be strengthening all around the stomach today to make you feel powerful and in control. So everybody, if you would like to make your way down to the mat, we should begin. So lying down on the mat now, everybody. Let's bring the feet to the corners of the mat and gently allow the feet and the ankles to roll out to the sides. Bringing the arms 45 degrees away from the body, the palms facing upwards. Centralize the head now. Maybe you need to shuffle the shoulders down and back. Maybe lying in this position isn't comfortable for the lower back, so maybe you need to raise your knees. Just do whatever you need to do to make sure your body feels absolutely relaxed. So closing the eyes now, everybody. Let's begin to soften the jaw and soften the tongue. The lips gently touching. And bringing the attention to the breath, starting with a yogic deep breath. Inhale, filling the abdomen, and then feeling the breath, then expanding the rib cage. As you exhale, feel the rib cage contracting and the abdomen going down. Taking in a deep breath through the nose, fill the stomach up like a balloon, then the rib cage. And when you exhale, exhale fully and completely. Maybe beginning to visualize on the inhale that you're breathing in calmness and peace. And as you exhale, visualize just the tensions and stresses just being blown away. Begin to bring the awareness inward, just like a snail going back into its shell, closing off the outside world. And perhaps noticing the difference in the body as you actually begin to breathe properly. Notice how different the body feels when you inhale that much air, using all the lungs, and exhale all that dead air out. Instant calming. And maybe you like to put a count to the breath. Maybe on the next inhale you're going to count to 4. And on the exhale you're going to try and elongate the breath to the count of 8. Maybe you'd like to put a slight pause in between the inhale or the exhale. Just continue to breathe now, comfortably lying on the mat, focusing completely on the breath and the way the breath makes you feel. And now gently allow the breath to soften, return to normal as the breathing becomes more peaceful. The inhale and the exhale become seamless. And now we're going to lift the right foot just slightly off the floor. Squeeze all the muscles in the leg. Good. And exhale, drop. And now lifting the left leg, tensing all the muscles. Squeeze. Good. And exhale, drop. Tensing all the muscles in the buttocks as we hold the tension there. And then exhale, relax. And now drawing the shoulder blades together as we squeeze them. And that in turn draws the shoulders back. And exhale, relax. And now lifting both hands slightly off the floor, making fists with the palms. Squeeze the fingers into the palms. And now lengthen them, making them nice and long. And exhale, drop. Pushing the shoulders down towards the feet now. Hold the tension there. And exhale, relax. And now squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. Good. Squeeze all of those muscles at the top of the shoulder, neck. And exhale, relax. And now making lemon face. Squeeze the mouth, squeeze the nose. Squeeze all the muscles around the eyes and eyelids. And exhale, relax. And now lifting the head slightly off the floor, open the mouth wide, poke out the tongue, open the eyes, look back and behind the forehead, through the mouth, exhale, relax. Now I want you to become aware of yourself resting here in this space. Allow yourself to fully arrive on your mat. Sometimes our physical bodies are on the mats, but the mind is elsewhere. Maybe it's wandering into the future or planning for the rest of the day, or reliving a moment that has passed. But remember, this is your space, right here in this present moment. Your sacred space in your waking day, where you are free from all responsibilities and pressure. We imagine nothing exists outside of this room. And here you hold no external titles or pressures that come with these. So for the length of this class, nobody needs anything from you. There are no emails to answer, people to look after, or jobs to be done. Here you can just rest in the freedom of just being you. Imagining placing anything that happens outside of this room in a box. Put your chores for the rest of the day, your stresses, your grievances, and your shopping list. Put your desires, your goals, your motivation to change yourself in any way. Put the steam that powers your engines towards the targets you set yourself in your box. With intention, place all pressures, slight or big, positive or negative, in your box. And put your thoughts that wake you up in the middle of the night and the manic energy that drives you down the road to your greatest, fullest self in your box. When you've laid them all to rest in the box, set the lid down, wrap it up with a ribbon, and leave it just outside the classroom door. And now rest in the space that is left behind. You're perfect now, just as you are in this present moment. Accepting yourself fully in this precious moment. Allow the body to adjust to this. Maybe your shoulders can sink a little deeper. The legs may be able to roll out a little more. The belly can relax and expand a little further. And just notice how this precious gift of space feels when it's held only for you and your needs. And now I want you all to take a deep breath in, lifting the arms up above and behind the head. As you do so, stretch through the legs, make the body nice and long. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly bring the hands forward and down. And we're going to continue starting the class by lying on the mat, so everybody stay where you are. So from this lying position, we're going to begin by stretching out the feet today. So let's just bring the knees into an upright position for now. So knees facing the ceiling. And all we're going to do on the inhale, we're going to lift the feet off the mat and just widen the toes, stretch the toes out as much as you can. And on the exhale, slowly roll them back down. Inhale, lift the front of the feet, spread the toes, good. And then exhale down. 3 more times, everyone. And then we're going to raise the big toes at the same time as we inhale, leaving all the other toes attached to the mat, and then switch it around on the exhale. So inhale, lifting both big toes off the mat. And then exhale, big toes go back down, lift all the other toes up. Press the big toe into the mat. Inhale, lift the big toe. Exhale, big toe down, little toes up. 3 more times. This is really good for strengthening the toes, encouraging flexibility. Because if we strengthen the toes, then we're strengthening the heels of the feet, the arches as well. One more time. And then just bring the feet to rest. Okay, so straightening the legs now. Let's straight out the front of the feet. So as we inhale, we're going to flex the feet. So inhale, draw the toes towards the head. And then exhale, point the toes away. Again, 3 more times, everyone, to your own breath. You can feel all the muscles at the front of the feet stretching out. As you push the heels down as well, for it lengthening the back of the calves. And when you've completed those rounds, we're going to bring the right knee into bending. So right foot on the floor, right knee towards the ceiling. Let's really engage the abs here. So I want you to flatten your lower back towards the mat. It's almost going to lift the tailbone up slightly. We're going to lift the left foot just slightly off the floor and just complete some ankle circles from here. So just rotating the foot around. My body is cracking today. Getting stiff in my old age. So rotating it one way and then rotating it the other, working into that ankle joint. Then placing that foot back down on the mat. As we inhale, we're going to draw the right knee towards the chest, wrapping both hands, maybe interlace the fingers, drawing that knee towards the chest. Just be mindful to keep the back of the neck long, so if it feels like it's scrunching up, just lengthen it out, slightly tucking in the chin. Bring your attention back to this hip joint now, and perhaps just circling the knee. Just working into all those places. And if you feel a little bit that you think needs a little bit more stretching, listen to your body and just work a bit more there. Perhaps interlacing the fingers and taking them directly behind the thigh now. Drawing that right knee back towards the chest and perhaps seeing the difference in how close you can bring the leg towards the rib cage. So replacing the hand to the front of the knee, specifically the left hand actually. We're going to use the right upper arm and elbow to push ourselves over to the left hand side, taking a supine twist. We're going to do forest yoga today. So instead of keeping the right shoulder blade attached, we're going to make sure we bring that right knee all the way down to the floor. So the right leg should be completely supported by the floor. Taking an inhale, reaching that right arm up. And then just allowing it to stretch up the body, keeping the palms facing upwards. If this is really uncomfortable for you or you find your arm is up here, that's fine. You can leave the hand placed on the rib cage, or you can just take a blanket and support that arm underneath. So just pressing a cushion or something underneath to give it a little bit of support. So from this position, everyone, let's breathe deeply into the right hand rib cage. Taking a deep breath in, filling the lungs, the abdomen, and now expanding that rib cage. Focusing on relaxing the arms as well. So relaxing the left shoulder, relaxing the left hand on the right knee. Now focus on that outstretched arm. Just trying to allow that arm to become as loose and limp as possible. Bringing the attention back to that right knee. Making sure the right leg is completely relaxed against the floor. Nothing holding on. 2 more deep breaths now, everyone. And now using the left upper arm and elbow to press back into neutral position. Good. Let's bring both knees into a bent position, and we're just going to draw the knees to the chest for a moment, just stretching out that lower back. Now placing both legs down, we're going to keep the left knee bent and stretch out the right leg. So the right leg is long across the floor. Hands by the side. Let's inhale as we lift the right foot slightly up off the floor and just doing some ankle circles here. Making sure those abs are engaged, supporting you. And the opposite direction. Placing that right leg long back on the floor now. On your next inhale, drawing the left knee towards the chest, interlacing the fingers round the front, and then beginning to work into that hip joint any way you like. Again, just take the hands now directly behind the thigh and draw that knee back to the chest. Maybe witnessing a slight difference in how close that leg can come towards the rib cage. Take a couple of breaths here, everyone. Making sure the back of the neck is long, both shoulder blades are engaged with the floor. Okay, let's bring the right hand to the front of the left knee. And we're going to come into that supine forest twist again. So taking the left knee over now all the way down to the floor. Inhaling as we stretch the left arm up, palm facing up, and relaxing into the twist. Breathe deeply, filling the left rib cage especially with as much air as humanly possible. Inhaling through the nose fully. And on the exhale, feeling the body relax into the stretch just a little bit more. Focus on relaxing the right arm now. Relaxing the right hand placed on the knee. Take that relaxation over to the left arm. Trying to allow that left arm to just completely relax. Go limp and just let go. Bringing the attention to the legs. Is that left knee still holding on? Any muscles in that area? Focus on them. And on the exhale, just allow the muscles to let go. One more deep breath here, everyone. And now pressing through the upper arm and elbow of the right arm, coming back over. So we are lying now flat on the mat. Let's just lengthen those legs for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift the arms up above and behind the head. And then exhale, bringing them forward and down. Right, we're going to continue with some ab work. So we're going to bring the knees up again, bending the knees. And if you have a block or a cushion or anything that you can use instead of this, something similar, we're just going to place it in between the legs, okay? So we're going to be doing some crunching. So again, first thing, making sure those abs are engaged, making sure you're pushing that lower back into the floor. Tailbone lifts just slightly. We're going to take the arms and we're going to interlace the fingers and place them behind the head, creating a hammock with the hands. We want the elbows to be facing the ceiling. Just remember, when we're doing the crunches, The muscles we're using are from the top part of the abdomen, the main muscles. We don't want to be just yanking the head up with the arms, okay? The hands are just for that support. So from this position with the elbows facing the ceiling, squeeze the block in between the legs. Good. That's it, igniting the thigh muscles. And then we're going to lift the legs up. So we're going to come into tabletop position. So the calves are going to be running parallel with the floor and the knees pointing up to the ceiling. So from here, we'll take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, coming up into the crunch, perhaps taking a pause here. And then inhale, slowly rolling down. Exhale, crunch. And pause. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, crunch. And pause. Inhale, coming down. Keep going, everybody. Exhale for the crunch. Hold. Inhale, coming down. Just making sure you're using that part of the abdomen that we want to. The upper part, not dragging that head up. Good, keep going. Let's do 2 more. Completely different when you do a crunch in a slow form and when you match the breath to the crunch. Good. And inhale, coming back down. Okay, let's interlace the fingers and we're going to place the feet back on the ground. Coming into a bridge flow from here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be building up into holding the bridge for a few more breaths each round. So we're going to start with hands placed on the floor now, and you bring the ankles close-ish towards the buttocks, not too close. Okay, good. We're going to put some abs into the mix as well at the same time. So first of all, we're going to inhale, pressing the hands into the mat, lifting the hips up into the bridge. Inhale into the bridge. Exhale, hips come back down. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, legs come to the floor. And we finish with an inhale into the bridge, raising the hands behind the head. And then exhaling, coming back down. So each time we're going to increase the bridge hold with an extra breath. So pushing through the soles of the feet and the hands into the floor. Inhale into bridge. And fully exhale. Take another breath here. Exhale, hips come down to the floor. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, straighten the legs, feet towards the ceiling, push the heels up. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, feet come back down to the floor. Raise the arms up and above as we come into a bridge. And then exhale, bringing the hands down, touching the floor at the same time as the hips. Good. Inhale into bridge. Press the hands into the floor. 3 breaths this time. And fully exhale. Inhale again. And fully exhale. One more inhalation. And then exhale, hips go towards the floor. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, straighten the legs all the way to the ceiling. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, the feet come back down. Inhale, swoop the arms up above, behind the head. Bridge. And then exhale, slowly coming down. 4 breaths this time, everybody. We're going to 5. Inhale, lift into bridge. Press the hands into the floor. And then exhale. Inhale again. Keep pushing those thighs away. Another breath. Keep pressing the feet into the ground. One more breath in. And then exhale, hips come back down to the ground. Slowly roll the spine down. Inhale, tabletop, shins parallel with the floor. Exhale, straighten the legs, sole of the feet towards the ceiling. Inhale, tabletop. And then exhale, feet back down to the ground. Inhale, lifting the arms up and over as we come into bridge. Good. And then exhale, hands come forward and down, meeting the mat at the same time as the hips. Last one, 5 breaths now, everybody, okay? Let's inhale, press the hands and the feet into the floor, into bridge. And exhale slowly and fully. And keep holding, feeling that burning in the thighs. We're igniting all the thigh muscles. Good. Keep pressing the hands into the floor. Pushing the feet away from you. One more inhalation. And on your next exhale, bring those buttocks towards the mat. Good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, coming down. This time, before we lift the arms up above and behind the head, we're actually going to bring the feet together for a lying Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to drop out to the sides. And inhale, lifting the arms up above and behind the head. And we're just going to take a couple of breaths here, resting for a moment. So allow the abdomen to completely relax now. Allow the breathing to become soft and gentle. Allow the arms to become heavy, loose, and limp. And just letting gravity pull the knees down gently. No forcing. Good. And just breathe. Soften the face now, everybody. Soften the jaw. Let's take one more full deep breath. And on the exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Close the knees like you close a book. We're going to be doing some double leg raises this week, so making it slightly more intense for everybody. So we're going to have the legs nice and long, and we're going to place the hands to support under the buttocks. And you kind of want to tuck your elbows in under the body as well for that little bit more support. Now, a couple of different options with this. You can just do the option of having bent knees rather than straight knees. So you'll be inhaling, coming up, and then exhaling, lowering down. Or you can have the straight legs, which is slightly harder, lifting up, and then exhaling, coming down. So it's entirely up to you. If anybody feels this is too much for them, even with the support under the hand, rather than doing 10 leg raises, you can just do 5 and 5. So keeping one leg bent, do the 5 lifts with one leg, and then swap over. For everybody else, let's work the bottom part of those abs. Okay. So deep breath in. Sorry, we're going to exhale on the way up. So exhale. And then inhale back down. So everybody, you're going to do this your own breath, but you're going to keep it as slow as possible, okay? So keeping the exercise as slow as possible. We're going to really create some abdominal burn. Really get those muscles working. So exhale as you lift. And then inhale as the feet go down. And don't worry if you're experiencing a little bit of shaking. It's perfectly normal. We're working the muscles nice and hard. Whatever you do, just try not to rush the exercise. Allow the legs to move with the breath. And then when you've finished, perhaps just placing the feet to rest on the floor, bring them out to the corners of the mat, the palms facing up. No need to rush, everybody, just continue. Take your time. And when you're ready, coming into Savasana. Now we're going to come up into sitting position. So you can either do this by rocking your way up, or if you want to use the abdomens today, the abdomen, stretch the hands out in front of you and you can sit up like a zombie. So coming round and up. Very good. Okay, we're going to stretch out a little bit more of the front of the foot and work on the front thighs as well. So now we're going to grab the left ankle and just draw that foot so it's nice and close to the hip, and we want all 5 toes to be touching the mat here, okay? If this is bringing you any pain in the knee, then this may not be for you. In which case you can still stretch out the knee. What we'll have you do instead is just going to be lying on the side, and all you're going to do is kick your foot behind you. You can either grab a legging, part of the material, whatever you've got on, or grab the front of the feet, bring the knees together, and it's a slightly softer way of stretching. Okay, so that's for everybody that finds this a little bit too painful. We definitely don't want any pain in the knee here. So for everybody else, the foot comes back. Again, those toes are touching the floor, and we want to make sure the back is really upright here. So taking in a couple of breaths here, everyone, pushing through the hips, pushing through the sitting bones, and pressing that front foot into the floor. Feel a nice stretch in the front of the left quad, and feel the front of the foot just stretching out all those tight muscles. And if you'd like a little bit more fire with this, you can take the hands behind the body, either fingers facing backwards or forwards, depending on your wrist, and just lift the chest slightly, just to deepen that stretch. There may be those of you that want to go slightly further, in which case you can just walk yourself down onto the forearms. Again, making sure the chin is not really tucked in here, lifting that chest. And breathe deeply into the stretch. Maybe those of you want to take it even further, and then you can just walk the arms down flat. But again, this is a very strong stretch, okay? So any pain, please stop. Maybe you've gone too far. Take the stretch back. So wherever you are now, everybody, just focus on just releasing those muscles. As you exhale, just focus in on the parts that are tightest. Bring the mind to the muscle and just allow the muscle to let go and relax. 2 more breaths here, everyone. And then making our way back up into upright. Let's unpeel that foot now. And we're going to take the right foot behind the body. So again, making sure those toes are engaged with the floor, making sure the back is nice and upright. Deep breath in, drawing energy down to the sitting bones. And again, you can take that stretch a little bit further if you'd like. So wherever you are is right for where you should be today. Yoga is not about forcing and is certainly not about pain. So be kind to the body. Don't over push, as we do so often in every area of our lives. Don't let yoga be one of those. Two more breaths now, everybody. Deep as you can. Okay, and coming back up, mindfully as you can, into the upright position. Let's have the legs in front of us, and now let's just give them a little bit of a shake out where they've been nice and squished. Good, and we're going to draw the right knee up now, back towards the chest, pushing the sitting bones down, making sure the spine is nice and long as we inhale, lengthening all the back. Let's swoop that left arm around, and we're going to grab the leg, perhaps the knee in the crease of the elbow, taking the right hand behind the body, fingertips to the ground. Turn the neck back. Good. And continue to breathe like this. So whilst in the seated spinal twist, as we breathe, inflating the abdomen, you want to feel the abdomen pressing into the leg. And as you exhale, perhaps allowing the stretch to deepen slightly. And releasing that left arm now. We're going to keep that right knee bent, but just drop the knee out to the side, okay, for one-legged Baddha-Konasana. And we're going to come into a seated forward fold. Just be really gentle. First seated forward fold of the day. We're going to inhale, lifting the arms up, and we want to lift the rib cage here. So don't lift the shoulders, push them back in the sockets, lift the rib cage, and on the exhale, we're just going to bring the head towards the knee. And again, no forcing here. So maybe the hands want to be placed around the ankle. Maybe they're up on the calf. Maybe you can reach your feet. But wherever you are, just not forcing and certainly not pulling. Just trying to relax the stomach towards the thigh. And from this position, just trying to focus on the muscles under the knee. Allowing those muscles to relax. Think about the head and the neck now, just allowing them to become loose and limp. As we inhale, we lengthen the spine. And as we exhale, we allow the stomach to come closer towards the thigh. One more deep breath here, everyone. Now inhale, we're going to reach the arms up to the sky, take them behind the body. And then on the next inhale, we're just going to lift the chest, slightly back. Good. Okay, and then coming back to upright. Let's change the legs now. So we're going to lengthen the right leg along the floor, and we're going to draw the left knee towards the chest. We're going to swoop that right arm round. Perhaps the knee can be in the crease of the arm, taking the left hand behind the body for support, and coming into that lovely stretch, the lovely twist. This is great, all these sort of twists for squeezing out toxins. And some of you may have had a heavy weekend or heavier last couple of weekends with our new bits of freedom and slightly overindulged as I have. So just imagine squeezing those toxins out, wringing it like almost wringing out a cloth. So on the inhale, pushing the sitting bones into the mat. And on the exhale, coming into that twist slightly more. Inhale, pressing the abdomen into the thigh. And exhaling into the twist. 3 more deep breaths here, everyone. And then I'm wrapping that right arm from around the knee. We're going to drop the left knee down towards the floor now. Again, coming into that seated forward fold. Let's inhale, lifting the arms up. Lift the rib cage, not the shoulders. And exhale, coming into a very gentle forward bend. Things to look out for here, if the arms are really stretching and you're yanking onto your ankle, your feet, just allow the hands to fall to the floor, and that's when you know you're not actually over pulling. So let's breathe into this nice forward fold now, everyone. So inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, perhaps come deeper into the fold. And now relaxing the head, relaxing the neck, just letting it fall towards the knee. 2 more deep breaths, everyone. Trying to let them relax the muscles behind the knee, up the back of the thighs. And then on your next inhalation in, reaching forward, up, and then placing the hands behind the body, and then opening the chest up. Good, stretching that back out. And we're going to take this slightly further. So we're going to have the feet flat on the ground, the knees bent. You can have the fingertips facing towards you or away, it's personal preference. And we're going to lift up here, okay? So those of you that want a gentle bend, you're just going to pull the shoulders back and lift the chin. Those of you that want to take it a little bit further, we're going to lift the hips up and then drop the head backwards. Good, hold for a couple of seconds. And then exhale, bringing the hips back down. So from here, we're going to come up onto all fours now, everybody. So from all fours position now, hands directly under the shoulders and knees directly under the hips, feet pressed into the front of the mat. We're going to begin with a thread the needle. So we're going to inhale and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, take the right hand directly behind the left wrist, and we're going to bring the side of the head and the shoulder down to the ground. And this is a lovely stretch to do, stretching out all the shoulder and the upper back area. And then from here, we're going to involve some leg raises in. So stepping back the left leg, pointed toes, press the front of the right foot into the floor. We're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lift the leg, and then inhale down. We're going to do this 5 times, everybody. So 5 times to your own breath. And then when you've completed it, just bring that knee back into that bent position, so directly under the hips. And we can have 2 different, slightly different arm holds here. We can either take the left hand now above the head, pressing the fingers into the mat, and just lifting that elbow up, so opening the chest. So pressing the fingers of the left hand into the floor and pressing the back of the right hand into the floor. And take a couple of breaths here. And maybe we want to open that chest slightly more. So now we can take a bind, taking the left hand behind towards the lower back. Or even if you're flexible enough, you can put the hand into the hip crease. So just making sure you're pulling that shoulder back, not allowing the hips to push forward. So keep them exactly where they are. And again, let's take a couple of breaths here, everyone. And now placing that left hand back to where it came from, so hand flat on the floor, press the hand into the mat, inhale, swoop the right arm up towards the sky, and then exhale, bringing it back down. Now exactly the same, but on the opposite side, everyone. So you're going to reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, and then thread it behind the right wrist. Bring the left side of the head down towards the ground, left shoulder to the ground, and then extend that back leg so the right leg gets extended. Pointy toes. Press the front of the left foot into the floor. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift that back leg up towards the sky. And inhale, coming down slowly. 5 to your own breath, everyone. When you've completed that, bringing the knee back towards the ground. And again, if you want to take the hand now above the head, so fingertips pressed into the carpet. And now just draw that right elbow backwards, almost as if you're trying to open the chest up towards the sky. Continuing to press the back of the left hand into the floor, pressing the fingers into the carpet or the mat. Keep that right arm and hand engaged. And then perhaps coming into that bind, so swooping the right arm towards the lower back or maybe slipping it into the hip crease. And take a couple of breaths here, just pulling that shoulder back, opening up the chest. And then we're going to bring that right hand back now to the mat, pressing our weight through that right hand, reaching up with the left, and then bringing it back down towards the mat. So let's continue to wake the spine up. From here, we're going to walk the hands a little bit forward, and we're going to exhale down into extended arm child's pose. As we inhale, pressing the forearms into the mat, we're going to run the nose up along the line of the mat into cow, and then exhale into cat and back down into extended child's pose. Inhale, nose runs along the mat, lift the chest. Exhale into cat, push through the hands and back into child's pose. Continue, everyone, just do it to your own breath. Make the practice yours. Okay, one more full round, everybody. So wherever you are, just complete one more full round. And then just come into resting in extended child's pose. Inhaling as we come up. We're going to continue with some planks now. So when you are doing plank, if you want to engage the core slightly more, rather than having the hands directly under the shoulders, you can walk them slightly forward. This means the abs have got to work slightly harder. Or if you want the shoulders to work a little bit more hard, just bring them straight back underneath the shoulders. So let's come into plank now. You can do this either from your forearms if the wrist is slightly weak, or doing it from an extended arm position. So let's curl the toes under, and we're going to come into plank position. And as we inhale, bring the knees to the floor, and then exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, knees to the floor, And then exhale, straighten the legs. 3 more times, everybody. Making sure you keep your head in line with the spine. Create it all as one long line. Think of the head as an extension of the spine. Good, and one more. Now from here, either coming into child's pose by bringing your knees down, or even better, coming into downward dog. So lifting the hips up now, pressing those fingers into the ground. Relax the head, relax the neck. Coming back into plank when you're ready. Going to feel the abs burn today. So we're going to walk out now with the left foot. So walk out with the left foot, walk out with the right foot, walk in with the left, in with the right. 3 more times. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Into downward dog or into child's pose. And then coming back into the plank position, this time walking out with the right, then the left, in right, in left. Twice more, everybody. Keep breathing. Good, and into downward dog or child's pose. Okay, another couple of breaths here. Coming back into plank position now, everybody. Almost there. We're going to do some leg lifts. So lifting the left leg. And then exhale down. Lifting the right leg. Exhale down. You're only having to lift this just slightly off the floor. Keep going. We're going to do 3 on each foot. And back into downward dog or child's pose. So spreading the fingers wide for those of you that are in downward dog, allowing the chest to fall towards the floor. Coming back into plank pose. Let's come to our side plank. Now you can stack the feet on top of each other to make it extra hard, or come onto the forearm, reach the arm up, keep reaching the arm, hold, keep the hips up, very good. And then let's bring that left hand back down into forward plank. Again, if you want to stack the feet on top of each other this time, make it a little bit harder. Raise the right hand up. Couple of breaths here. And then exhale, bringing it down. Right, everybody now into child's pose, so knees down. Forehead towards the floor. If it doesn't touch the floor, use the fists to make a little cushion to make sure the head has something to rest on. Allow the buttocks to go towards the heels. As you inhale, feeling the stomach press into the thighs. Following that breath as you inhale, just shooting all the breath, drawing it down towards the base of the spine. And now just gently rolling the body up. So gently sit the body up so you're sitting on your heels and roll the neck upwards. Let's just take a couple of shoulder rolls. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders together, squeeze the shoulder blades down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, have them down and round. One more time. Perhaps taking those hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, shooting the knuckles down towards the crown as we draw the shoulders back, lifting the chin just slightly. And then exhale, releasing the hands. So we're going to finish this week with our sun salutations, which I'm hoping you're getting to know a little bit more now. So feet to the fronts of your mat. I'm not quite at the front or I'm going to headbutt the wall. Feet together or slightly apart depending on your balancing. Okay, let's begin. Let's take a deep breath in, everyone. And on the exhale, bringing the thumbs to the chest, the heart center. Inhale now, reaching the arms up. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Open the chest, arch the back. Exhale, bringing those hands forward and down now. Bending the knees, bringing the fingertips in line with the toes. Relax the head, relax the neck. And let's take a big step back with the right foot. Right knee to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Take the gaze of choice. Just remember, if you're looking up, make sure the shoulders are pushed down and back. We don't want to scrunch the back of the neck. Curling the right toes under now. We're going to draw the left foot back into plank position or to all fours. Retaining the breath here. Exhale, the knees are going to come down. Keep the hips slightly higher. Then the chest, then the forehead. Push the shoulder blades down and back. And then we're going to flatten the feet onto the mat. And on your next inhale, you're going to inhale up for cobra. Raising the head, the chin, the chest. Squeeze the elbows to the rib cage. Exhale, pushing back to all fours or downward dog. On your next inhale, take the gaze forward. And we're going to step the right foot in between the fingertips. Bring the left knee down to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Take the gaze. Allow the body to sink into this forward lunge. Curling the left toes under. We're going to inhale now, bringing the left foot in line with the right. Into the forward fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. And then inhaling, we're going to bring the arms up above, on top of the head, and exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Other side, everyone, deep breath in. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, reaching the hands up to the sky. Open the chest, arch the back. Exhale, bring those hands forward and down. Slight bend in the knees, make sure the hands touch the floor or use a block. Relax the head and neck. Take a big step back with the left foot now. Left knee to the ground, uncurl the toe, gaze. We're going to come back onto all fours or into plank. So, curling those left toes under now. Let's draw the right foot back into plank, all fours. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the knees, then the chest, then the forehead down. Squeeze the elbows to the rib cage. Flatten the feet, push the pelvis into the mat. On the next inhale, roll up into cobra, everyone. Exhale, all fours or downward dog. Take the gaze forward. Now I'm going to step forward with the left foot. Placing the left foot between the fingers. Right knee to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Take the gaze. Curling the right toes under. Inhale as we draw the right foot forward next to the left. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands come up the shins. And then exhale, bring the hands back down towards the floor. Relax the head, relax the neck. Inhale, swooping the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Okay. We're going to do one more round. Inhale deeply. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale now, bring those hands forward and down, feet to the mat. Inhale, big step back with the right foot. Uncurl the toes, look up. On the exhale, all fours or plank. Take another breath in here for a moment. And then we're going to exhale down into knees, chest and forehead. Squeeze the elbows together. Flatten the toes. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale, all fours or downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Step the right foot forward. Uncurl the toes and look up. Let's take one more breath here. Curling the left toes under. Let's kick off as we inhale, pulling the left foot in line with the right, and exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms forward and up, and exhale, hands down by the sides. Good. Deep inhale, everyone. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up, arch the back. Exhale, bringing those hands forward and down, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale, big step back with the left foot. Uncurl the toes, look up. Good. Exhale, we're going to go into plank position or all fours and bring the knees, chest and the forehead to the ground. Uncurl the toes, inhale up into cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under into downward dog or all fours. Looking forward, inhale, step the left foot in between the fingers, knee to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Curl the toes under, inhale, forward. So right foot in line with the left and exhale into the forward fold. Inhale, hands go up the shins, half lift. Exhale, hands come back down. Inhale now, swooping the arms forward and up. And exhale, hands down by the sides. Okay, everybody, a little bit faster sun salutations as we're getting a little better at them, hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, take your time. Don't worry about the breath. That is something that will come. It just takes a little bit of time, that's all. And it's not the most important part of it. So just focus on getting the moves right first. Then the breath will come later. Okay, everybody. We're going to do a nice relaxation now. And hopefully I shall see you all next week. Namaste. Bring your arms now out to the sides, palms facing upwards. Bring your feet to the corners of the mat and gently allow the feet to roll out to the sides. Making sure the head is central. Closing the eyes now and focusing on relaxing the face and relaxing the jaw. Allow the body to feel heavy. Let's begin by taking some deep yogic breaths. Inhale, inflating the abdomen, expanding the rib cage. And on the exhale, just imagine any tensions just melting away. And as you continue to breathe deeply, allow the breath to bring peace to the mind and peace to the body. Making sure the breath is long and soft. And lifting the right leg up now, everybody. Squeeze all the muscles. And exhale, drop. Lifting the left leg slightly off the floor. Again, squeeze. And exhale, drop. Squeezing the buttocks together now. Hold the tension there. And exhale, relax. Bringing the shoulder blades together now. Squeeze all those muscles. Hold. And exhale, relax. And lifting both arms up off the floor. Squeeze the hands, making them into fists. Now lengthen the fingers, make them nice and long. And exhale, drop. Now pushing the shoulders down towards the feet. Hold the tension there. And exhale, relax. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze. And exhale, relax. And now squeezing all the muscles in the face, making lemon face. And exhale, relax. And now lifting the head slightly off the floor, open the mouth wide, poke out the tongue. Open the eyes and look behind the forehead, through the mouth. Exhale, relax. Now you may need to make some little movements or adjustments just to make yourself absolutely comfortable. Just do so now. And taking in a single deep breath, everybody, and let every muscle in your body just let go as you breathe out. I'd like to imagine that you can see yourself relaxing on the mat. Or maybe just pretend that you can see yourself breathing, already so easy and steady, and becoming steadier still. Even as you think about it, as though you were sound asleep or pretending to be sound asleep. Pretending so well that you are sound asleep that you convince anybody who could see you that you were pleasantly sleeping. And while you pretend to be absolutely sound asleep, you can imagine that you have a dream. A dream where you are more relaxed than you have ever been at any time in your entire life. More relaxed than you ever thought it was possible to be. A dream where you're just like a rag doll, laying lazily on a beach somewhere, your head comfortably shaded by the soft shadows from fronds of palm trees. Fronds of palm trees that are moving just slightly in the gentlest of breezes, with your body beautifully warmed by the rays of the sun, and you just drifting deeper and deeper, your body becoming even more relaxed with each breath you take and each word I speak. Already even more relaxed than that ragdoll on the beach. Every ounce of tension just drifting away from you. So that your arms and legs begin to feel wonderfully devoid of all tensions. Your entire body beautifully free from all your cares and all your anxieties, so that you can just simply relax. Floating deeper now, so that you might even begin to lose touch with your hands and your feet, with your arms and your legs. And sometimes people can become so relaxed that they can lose touch with their whole body, so that they become, just for a while, just their thoughts. A lazy, easy, calm sort of feeling, when nobody's wanting anything, nobody's expecting anything, and there's absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to just relax. It might be as if you've been able to temporarily switch off all those muscles, where you relax there just like that ragdoll on the warm beach. Thinking about your left arm now, if you can be bothered to find it, and just letting the last tiny traces of tension float away. And your right arm too, just letting every muscle, every nerve, every fibre let go, and allowing that same beautifully easy feeling to flow across your shoulders, down into your body, into your legs, just vaguely aware of your thigh muscles, just letting go. And your calves now too. It's as if even your bones are relaxing. And now a wonderful sensation of the deepest relaxation you have ever experienced, just gently sweeping over you. As it sweeps through you and through your whole body, it goes into every fibre, every cell, and every pore, so that you can experience that very special sort of relaxation known as Savasana. And you can always find this feeling for yourself whenever you want to do this exact same feeling of the most profound sense of relaxation. And nothing matters, where there is just this sense of calm and quiet. A quiet sort of feeling where you have to think of nobody, but you can always find this feeling simply by remembering that ragdoll warming herself in the sun, her head shaded by the fronds of beautifully elegant palm trees. And whenever you think of that ragdoll, you'll be able to instantly find this very same deep relaxation that you have at this moment. And whenever you enter this special state of deep relaxation, your body's self-healing processes can work more efficiently and much faster than usual. Faster even than during the deepest sleep. These processes work more powerfully, re-energizing your entire body, helping to create a sense of real inner comfort and calm. And this sense of inner comfort steadily creates an inner strength that helps you to be fitter and healthier in every way during this special relaxation. Your whole body system works more steadily and easily than at any other time, allowing your body's natural rejuvenating processes to work more effectively than ever. Each fibre, each tiny cell being checked, repaired and replaced where necessary in each and every organ in your body. So you can start to feel good about yourself. Start to feel really good within yourself, developing an inner strength that helps you achieve your hopes and desires. to fulfill your ambitions and goals, and sow feelings of an inner strength and resolve of a complete determination to succeed, whatever success means to you. And now, as the relaxation becomes deeper and more profound, it will continue to do that every time you experience Savasana. And you can be aware that within the channels of the body, your nerves are just resting and relaxing and becoming stronger and steadier with each and every passing day. And now you're so beautifully relaxed, nobody wanting anything, nobody expecting anything, and absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to just relax. I want you just to let your mind and your imagination drift, feeling lazy, easy and comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the terrace of a lovely old house. A house like a stately home or country mansion. And you can feel the sun on your head and shoulders. Not too hot, just comfortable. And there's a gentle breeze against your skin. As you look around you, you notice an elegant marble flight of steps. 10 broad steps leading down into a beautifully sunken garden. A garden where you sense peace, well-being and comfort. Make it really vivid in your mind now. And in a moment I'm going to count down from 10 down to 0. And as I count all the way down from 10 down to 0, I want you to imagine that each number is a step down in this beautiful staircase, a step down towards this beautiful garden. And each step you take is another step down into deeper and even deeper levels of relaxation. So that by the time I get to 0, you'll be as deeply relaxed as you can ever imagine. 10. Take the first step down now, relaxing and letting go. 9. Feeling more and more relaxed. No need to hurry, plenty of time. 8. Moving down easily now. 7. Deeper and deeper. 6. Deeper still. Your breathing becoming slower and steadier. 5. Really relaxing now. Just let go. 4. Becoming calmer and calmer. 3. Calmer still now. 2. More and more relaxed. 1. All the way down now to 0. next inhale, bring awareness back into the body. And on your next inhalation, perhaps beginning to gently wiggle the fingers, the toes. And on your next breath in, you're going to bring your arms to the sides and the feet together. On your next breath in, now everybody lift the arms up above and behind the forehead as you stretch out all the body, making it nice and long. Stretch the left side, stretch the right side. And on the exhale, bringing the hands slowly forward and down. And still keeping the eyes closed now, I'm going to ask you to roll on to your right hand side. And just spend a few moments there just adjusting. Just take your time. And then when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Good. I hope you've enjoyed today's class, everybody. Take care until next week.